EA Sports. It's in the game.
I want to introduce y'all to this very simple concept. That if you want it, you gotta go get it.
Do not be denied today. Every time you put these on, it's a privilege. It's a privilege, not a right to wear these colors.
Let's dominate today. One more time for everybody that loves us.
The only thing matters is a win. That's it. However, whatever it takes. Let's go, man.
Ball is out. Makes a move. Still going 15-10. Oh, my goodness.
It's time to attack. We the smartest, fastest, and most physical. Every damn week, you get everything I got today. Every time. Give me everything you got. No regrets today, baby. Let's go, man. Win on three. 1, 2, 3, win.
Keeps his feet. That's incredible. Down the sideline. Inside the 15. Inside the 10.
All right, y'all. Episode 6 of the MNFL Podcast. I am your host, 5. Good show today on the line. I have my boy D Nice, coach owner of the Washington Redskins. D Nice, what's up, brother?
What's good?
Ain't nothing, man. Ain't nothing. Welcome to the show.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Just wanted to get you on and kind of first. Well, the way we're going to do this one is we're going to do the whole show together, and you're going to kind of co-host it with me. So let's just jump right in and figure out what you like about the game, how you doing. I see you're doing well, 5-0.
Oh, I gotta talk my noise, man. I gotta show them Power Rangers is real.
Yeah. They Mike rated you pretty high coming in. I mean, we all knew you had game, but you know, it just doesn't seem like it was a situation where you had to adjust, really.
Nah, it's not that hard, man. All you gotta do is get used to the little animations of the game. But I mean, it's still football. But everybody from the last Madden they so used to the last Madden that they don't want to adjust to this one. So like people complain on passing and stuff like that. It's not that hard. It's really not.
Yeah. Passing it's different. It's definitely it's an adjustment, and the reaction times of some of the defensive players or the AI with the computer, that they were just ODing. But I said it before in the other podcast. I think that the run is a little overpowered. I don't know if it's because I see a lot of people playing a lot of zone coverage. You know what I'm saying? Rushing 3 men, and then they really not stopping the run, but.
That's the main thing, though, because when you look, like, the people I play, they play a bunch of zones.
You cut out.
They play their corners all the way back. So I'll run until they figure out that that's all I'm going to do until they switch it up. I have no problem passing. I like passing. I want to balance the attack. But as long as people don't keep playing safe, I'm going to just expose it until they figure it out. And, I mean, I've said it like 10 times in the chat, and nobody pays attention to it. But they wondering why they losing. Like, playing safe defense helped in the last Madden, but it's not going to help in this one because they're trying to make it more realistic.
Right. Okay. Yeah, and that's what I've been seeing. I mean, I played a few people, and, it's a lot of zone coverage, and I've seen a lot of twitches that show, you know what I'm saying? It's just constant. Yeah. It's constant, so... But it is what it is, and like I had a conversation with MDC. People got to get used to the game, and I guess that's their safety blanket is to drop 8. I mean, in certain situations you should drop 8, but for the most part, it's you got to switch it up. I think Madden rewards you from playing in man situations, blitz situations, zone situations, but if you're coming out playing the same defense all game, I think, I don't know. It just, to me, it seems a little whack.
I mean, also people trying to get certain players' numbers. Like, I mean, you see Ty trying to get Tyreek Hill his numbers. You see people trying to get Julio their numbers. Like, everybody's trying to get certain players' numbers. I don't even care. Like, I probably won't have one player to win an award unless I'll get, like, a bunch of interceptions. But it don't really matter. So when they try to isolate that one person to get 10 catches or 200 yards rushing, you can tell. And once you shut it down, they're pretty much done after that.
Yeah. So what you been thinking about the competition? And well, you're in my division, and we did have Joe on a while ago. Let's talk about the divisions a little bit. Let's just see where.
Real runs like they played, so I'm gonna call them trash.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on with you, so right now you're trash.
Actually, I'm 3 games. I'm on a 3-game winning streak.
I need you to get it together.
Yeah, I'm on a 3-game winning streak, pimping. We coming.
Oh, you out here? Out here?
Oh yeah, I'm on a 3-game winning streak. We ain't lost.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. You're not as trash as you were before.
Yeah, I just couldn't figure it out.
Well, then Joe, he lost 1 game, but I mean, all he does is run the ball. So I mean, once you slow that down, I think you'll be all right.
He lost twice.
I mean, yeah, he lost twice.
Yeah, he's 4-2. He lost. I think he lost the last game. Let me see. Dallas.
I know
he lost it. He lost to KT.
Oh, he lost to the Niners.
20-17.
Well, I'm gonna call him trash too, just because that's my rival. He's trash too.
Yeah, he had a rough day passing. I see him and Drew.
He passes like 8 times a game, so I mean.
This time
if he's 2 for 8, I guess I can understand that. You know?
Well, Dak was 0 for 4 for 2 interceptions. Drew Brees is 6 for 13, 62 yards, 2 interceptions. Zeke had.
But KT is nice though. I'll give him that. Like, even with that Niners team, he actually nice. So I can't you can't even be mad at that.
Nah, that's a good game. I mean, good. 2 users that are pretty good. So that was a good game. I didn't see it though. Neither one of them Twitch, but
I don't know what's going on in the AFC. I just know who is in the AFC that was the Raiders. They I guess he made the playoffs a lot in the last Madden.
Oh yeah, Corey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool. He's as far as the divisions right now. We got the Dolphins leading the AFC East at 3-3.
Is he?
Yeah, Alvy. Then we got the Pittsburgh Steelers leading the division at 5-2. Okay, Phil. We got the Tennessee Titans leading the division, or tied for first place with B-Main. The Colts at 4-3. The Raiders are winning the division 5-2.
I have yet to see Alvy play, so I don't know what he does. But I mean, I heard he was nice though. So I mean, whenever I see him play, I'll make that assessment. But I mean, every time I hear about him, like nobody talks noise about him saying that he's weak or nothing. So.
Nah, Alvy's used to be. I mean, it's still like he took last year off for the most part. He was in the league, but he had a lot going on. But as far as a 3-3 record, you're 500.
Yeah.
So I just equated to the game change. But Rashad is leading the Carolina Panthers, or leading that division at 4-2. Tayo leads the North 5-1. And you're leading the East.
I need to. I know with all these trades going on, I don't know if because I think the only one that's really losing for real on a consistent basis is Ming. And Ming, what's Marquez's record? The Patriots.
Marquez is 2-4 in 1.
I think
he tied with Tyke.
Yeah, I think this draft, because it's multiple people with so many draft picks. I don't know, besides Ming and Marquez, who's really trying to get a quarterback, because people are playing with bad QBs that they're complaining about passing. So I don't know the whole focal point of what people are trying to do.
Right, and that's it. They're playing with bad QBs and complaining about passing. I stopped complaining because Eli's not great, but let's step back for a second. What do you think about all these trades? I'm kind of mixed. I enjoy that people are making trades, Is it the fact that, do you think that people are making these trades and, like, are you focusing on trades over focusing on learning the game?
I think that's exactly what they're doing because, like, I forgot who traded to, somebody traded to the Cowboys for, like, Bryce Butler. And like, you're not even getting a good receiver and you making this trade, and that in no way or shape or form helps your team, but you focused on that trade and you gave up like half your draft for that.
Yeah.
And you supposedly trying to, like, you gave up, I think, like a 4th, 5th, and 6th pick for a weak receiver that's not going to really even start. It's going to be like your 3rd or 4th receiver. If that.
Yeah.
And then, like, I mean, I can understand Joe, because Joe's trying to get everything on defense, because his offense is basically set with he got 2-3 receivers, he got 2 running backs, I think. And I mean, only thing he really need work on is like a tight end, but he's basically focusing on his front 7. Well, and I mean, I see what he's trying to do, so I understand his logic. But the teams that are losing, like, they're just trading pieces away. They're trading away their best pieces and getting nothing in return. So it's like their team's going to be going downhill throughout the whole league because they just basically want to be part of the trade talk. That's it, and that worries me as being in the commission office. I mean, it's great if we do this 32-man league for all the way up until new Madden, but that worries me when it comes to it. And I hope when everybody listens, I mean, be careful with these trades, because if people start losing, we already know how that goes. People lose, then then they become, then they go MIA. The next thing you know, I got to kick them out the league because this is the players' league, and I said that in the chat today. If you got a problem with scheduling with people, and we keep hearing these PMs, y'all, as far as no one can be available or this person is hard to reach, we're going to move on. This is the league for players. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying everybody's supposed to be available like, me and you are available kind of, throughout the day and whatever, but if you signed up for the league, man, make sure you're available. Make sure you at least respect your opponent and respond. I'm tired of talking about that. It seems like we talk about that all the time, where it's like no one is listening or even reading the rules. I had to put the thing in there today. Jokey is a good dude, and in that situation, Tunde was playing like 8-man coverage, so he just took off with the quarterback. I'm not really mad at that part. I'm not really mad. Now, the fullback dive or the quarterback sneak or whatever, all the other stuff, then yeah, or you snapping and just rolling out. The play didn't even look that bad to me. It looked like real football. The scrambling part, I didn't really trip off that. Me neither. But it is a violation of the rule. It's touchy because he kind of paused for a half second and then kind of moved out. But it was one play to where he rolled out when it was absolutely no pressure. I saw that one, and I agree with Tunde was talking about on that. But the part where he had his DN go out in coverage, I can understand that as well. If you only gonna have like 2 people coming and you send one to spy, I can understand that the whole time. I won't complain about that at all. Yeah, but that's a violation of the rules. There's no 2-man rush and then 1 spy. No, it's 3-man rush. That's the rule. Yeah. And there's no snap and roll out. I mean, some people do that though because they're losing and they trying to do whatever to win. Like I played real, and because I was throwing, well, he was afraid of me throwing. Mm-hmm. He sent like 8 back and put 3 in a spy. So I literally had nobody rushing me. So I just waited until like somebody got open, or I just like did a playmaker and ended up getting yards off of that. Or I just ran the ball because you put them in spies. I mean, it's nobody for me to block. Like Samaje Perine had like 250 yards rushing that game. I didn't really have to work hard for that game at all. I just ran the clock. And that's the counter. But it's for everybody listening, it's not you can rush 2 and have a spy. No, it's 3 rushing, and now you can spy that 4th guy or that the 4th guy, but you cannot have 2 and 1. You know what I'm saying? That's not rushing 3. Another thing that I think y'all need to put in the rules where people need to they're trying to figure out what can you do with the fullback. Like you can't do fullback dive.
You can't do fullback anything. You can't if the fullback is getting the ball on a handoff in the fullback position, you cannot use that fullback play.
Well, it's like fullback sweeps. It's a fullback screen.
Screen play is not a run play. That's a pass. So you can do the I mean you can where the running back will swing in motion and then the fullback comes out on the screen. Yeah, you can do that play. But as far as that fullback sweep, I think we should talk about that. I know what play you're talking about. Because it's the same thing. It's the same formation, as a matter of fact. Like the dude goes in motion and then the fullback gets the ball instead of doing the screen play. So, no. Yes, you can do that. I know what play you're talking about. It's a 2 running back set. It's a 2 running back set. That play was actually allowed last. I ran that play last year, so that's not. But people are saying you can't run no fullback plays, and that's where it's getting the confusion. So if somebody runs any type of fullback play, it's considered cheese. We gotta have that open discussion on that so the whole chat knows. Misguided on it. Well, last year it was 2 running back sets. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't a fullback. That the play that I ran, it was 2 running backs. They were split. It was a split play, and the running back will swing out of motion, and the fullback or the other running back. In my situation, it was Shane Vereen. He caught the little inside. It's an inside zone play, really. It's not a fullback.
Yeah, it is.
So. But yeah, that play, if you run that's acceptable. You know what I'm saying? That's the play that I ran all last year. Everybody, there's a few people that ran that play. So yes, that is not technically a fullback run. Now, there is a situation where there is a formation that is the actual fullback. So we'll talk about that one today, and we'll definitely bring that ruling into the chat and let you guys know what we think, because that's a little different. So.
We also need to have a definition of milking the clock, because if a person is running the ball because they're up by 28 points, that's not milking the clock. Like people just
if you're up by 28 points, but if the
people
game
using phrases just to stay them, that's not milking the clock.
That's true. That's getting the game over, and that's trying not to run the score up. But if the game is tight, and you got somebody that's constantly, you got to kind of keep, all right, come on, hike the ball. Now,
I can understand that.
But if your game is out of hand, it's out of hand. Just get the game over. Right, just get the game over, because we don't want that conceding. Last year was, some people got blown out, and they just conceded. We don't want no conceding in any situation. We're going to treat conceding as quitting. So.
Well, I mean, that's exactly what that is.
Well, no, technically it wasn't, because you still got the win. Last year, if a person quit in the 3rd quarter or the 4th quarter, you would still be awarded the win, but you wouldn't get any stats that would follow, before you quit, after you quit. So.
Well, I mean, that kind of defeats the purpose of playing the whole game. Why would you play that hard and not get the stats?
Right. Well, you'll get the stats up until he quit. But you won't get the stat. Yeah, I mean that's whack. I mean, I play for wins. I don't really play for stats, like you were saying earlier. I couldn't even tell you.
Well, at this point, if I got somebody young coming in, I'm playing for that XP. So my player gets 3-4 picks, and you quit the game. And I sometimes they don't give you those interceptions, or they don't give you all the stats sometimes. Because I just played in that other league, and it happened. Dude quit. I didn't get my stats. And I just had to take a sim win. And then in the same fact, somebody got hurt. So, nothing positive came out besides the W. So, people got to be aware of that competing.
We're on the episode 6 of the podcast. I'm on the line with D. Nice, coach and owner of the Washington Redskins. Racist ass name.
Hey, man. First of all, don't get mad because the name offends you and the record offends you. All right.
Well, not the record doesn't offend me, because we're going to catch that. So that we haven't.
You're not going to catch that.
We're going to catch that. You're going to
have a top 10 pick in that draft.
What draft? You mean this in real life or in the game?
In the game. The game. You're going to have a top 10 pick.
Let's bet our first round picks. I won't have a top 10.
I don't have a first round pick.
Me neither.
So
Let's bet the one we do have. Let's bet next year. I will not have a top 10 pick. I guarantee you that.
Well, you gotta come out. You gotta at least make it to the wild card. If not, I'm gonna call you a bum.
Yeah, well, if I sweep you this year, you gonna call me a bum?
Sweep me? Are you smoking?
No.
Are you smoking during the podcast, sir?
He said, "Are you getting high?" Let's take a look at the schedule because I got to see. Now you don't put the target. Listen.
The target was on my back during the preseason polls.
Well, no, it's not really a target on your back. I just want to make sure. I want to see what week you're gonna get this work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Mm-hmm. So go ahead.
Okay, they got you on week 12. That's a loss for you.
And then I played the last game of the season.
That's a loss. See, them is 2 losses for you.
I might give you the last game depending on if I want to rest my players.
There you go. Rest them both. You might want to rest them in both games. Or they might just get their head cracked and be hurt.
For what?
You might be hurt. Don't sleep. We coming.
Snoozing.
Let's see. Who we got next? We got a bye next. Oh, somebody lucked out.
I'm trying to see who do I play next week?
Let me jump over and look at. My system might not let me click on the team. That is that bad. Yeah, I'm clicking on your team and it's like error. I'm just playing. You have Rel this week.
Yeah, that's supposed to be a free win right there.
And then you have Joe.
That's the game that I'm ready for.
Yeah, well, 4-2 and 5-0. But you're not 6-0 though. You got to play Rel this week. What's up with this game?
Well, I was supposed to play Rel yesterday, but he went MIA on me. I got class at noon. I'll be out at 5, and I don't got work till like 11 o'clock. So whenever he's trying to play,
okay,
I'm with it. But he ain't hit me up to play. I went looking for him. So we looking for you, nigga. That's all I can say.
So yeah, man. So what you think overall about the game, the divisions, the users? I mean, we already kind of went through a little bit, but I mean, you're new. You came last year. You got you left, came back. So it's good to have you from the beginning, so that you can build the team the way you want to. So you got rid of Cousins and you got Patrick Mahomes. How's he working out for you?
Patrick Mahomes is a cornerstone to this Redskins offense. I'm trying to find a lightning to Samaje Perine, and like after I do that, I think my offense will be complete.
You got wide receivers?
I like what I got going on defensively.
Mm-hmm. Didn't you trade Terrell Pryor, or did I?
I traded Terrell Pryor to get Marquise Lee and D.D. Westbrook, so all of my wide receivers are like 25 or younger.
Okay. What's up with Rob Kelly? You still running the ball with him?
Rob Kelly is on the block. He's been on the block since week 1. He doesn't really get the ball because I got Samaje Perine and Chris Thompson, and they do a lot for me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see you. There's nothing that stands out as, I mean, looking at your receivers.
It's just I use everybody. Like everybody does something. So it's like I have like D.D. Westbrook has route running, James Crowder has route running. Like all my receivers basically have route running to get open. I don't really have a big receiver besides Josh Dotson.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody does something to get open, or they do something for me.
Wow,
like everybody have like all the tall wide receivers, and it's not really that important. Or they want all the speed wide receivers.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get pressed, you can't really go nowhere, and you can't really blow past people like you said on the last match.
Okay, man, they rated Jonathan Allen 78. Wow, that's it.
You said what?
No, I'm looking at the ratings on your defensive line. Jonathan Allen, from the rookie from Alabama, he's only 78.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
But he gets in the backfield because I get coverage sacks.
Oh, okay. I see you signed my boy Diggy Zua.
No, he doesn't. He don't play yet because Ryan Kerrigan is on the other side. Because I'll make sure that I got Ryan Anderson playing that outside linebacker. So Ryan Anderson's a linebacker, Mason Foster, Zach Brown, and either Trent Murphy or Preston Smith is my other linebacker.
How do they work in that cover 3 you run all game?
I don't run cover 3 all game.
I'm just fucking with you.
We manning out here. Josh Norman's putting clamps on people.
Oh, yeah, okay. Josh Norman, Kendall Fuller, Rashad Breeland. Yeah, these guys is toast when you play the Giants.
What?
They are toast. Toast, see, my brother. Toast.
What you're not looking at is that heavy starch press that they got.
That's all right. Do you look at that press release that we got?
Well, you're not going to blow past them because I got safeties that can run.
All right, well, you better focus on this week game against the Eagles.
For what? It's a scrimmage.
Rel is, excuse me, sir. Rel is 5-1. Rel is 5-1.
What they got to do with me?
He's second in the league right now.
Where'd the one loss come from?
Oh, okay. So what you're saying is you're just gonna run over this game. This is a blowout.
Yes. He scored 7 points the first game. He might score 14, depending on how I feel.
Okay. No, okay. That's deep. Let's see.
I mean, if you want to go look at that game, like he had 91 yards passing, I think, 4 picks. That's 8 for 22. What was he gonna do? What is he gonna do?
29-7. That was week 1.
Yeah. You see the stats on that game?
Carson had 4 picks, 1 touchdown, 91 yards, 8 for 22. Yeah, rough day. 5 rushing attempts, 22 yards rushing, no touchdowns. Yeah.
You think that's not gonna be the same outcome?
Well, I mean, you gotta look at. Listen, you're looking at it from the other side. That was week 1, so I know Rel didn't play a lot of pickup games when it started, but now we're here.
I didn't have the same offense. I didn't have the same weapons. So I got more weapons. I got a younger QB. I got a faster defense.
Wait a minute, hold up. You got 7 yards passing that game, 4 for 8, 2 interceptions. You got Terrell Pryor had 2 rushing attempts for 104 yards. What was that, a reverse?
Mahomes only had, I did 2 passes the whole game because I told you, all he did was play in the zone.
Nah, you were 4 for 8.
The first game of the season, I'm looking at it.
Yeah, you were 4 for 8, 7 yards, 2 interceptions. Kirk Cousins. Terrell Pryor had 2 attempts, 104 yards on the ground, and a touchdown. He had a 60.
Yeah, I did a reverse and got a touchdown.
Oh, okay. Kirk Cousins had 3 attempts, 29 yards. Samaje Perine ran for $167. You had -2 passing yards. You got negative on the screen. Yeah, it just seems like, okay, you had 2 interceptions with Sewell Craven, so that probably, and then you had 1 with Fuller and then 1 with Norman, so I bet you those are some pick sixes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm just letting you know. I hope you both lose, if that's possible.
Well, I mean, you hope you tied. But
yeah, I hope you tie or something. But I mean, I just know that was week 1, so let's see where Rel is at now, because he's won every game after that.
Who did he beat, though? Let's see who he beat.
He won against me.
Well, I mean, that's not saying much.
That's saying a lot, buddy. Yeah, that's saying a lot. Well, that's not saying much then, because I haven't figured it out. Now.
He beat Tyke by 7. We all know Tyke's trash. Chargers, he said he doesn't have a QB, so I'm going to just say trash for that. Cardinals, he keeps saying he was a Super Bowl runner-up, so I'm going to just call him trash just because. And the Panthers, he didn't have Christian McCaffrey, so I'm going to give him that, but I'm still going to call him trash just because I called everybody else trash. Can't go back on it.
Okay. Ooh, yeah. Let me look at that game. Yeah, it was an interception game for us.
Let's see.
The passing, there's no one in here that is passing and that's running away with any passing titles.
Well, everybody's playing zone coverage. Like, everybody I've played at least is running a lot of zone coverage. So, and then I don't even have the ball that much to even throw the ball. I think I got like 63 attempts total in the entire season with Mahomes. And I got Mahomes after week 1. People got like 104 completions. They got more completions than I got attempts. So I don't even know how y'all running this many plays.
Let's see. Look at something. I'm looking at the stats now and seeing
183 attempts from Blake Bortles. I
got
don't even got that many fine attempts and completion.
I got 175 attempts with Eli.
How do y'all get all these possessions? I'm running like maybe 25 plays a game. People trying not to let me get the ball.
No, I don't know what it is, but I got 4 touchdowns and 19 interceptions. That's ridiculous. That's how I know something ain't right.
It ain't that, man. You're not that good in this, man, like you was last match. You can't run those intricate timing routes because you can't beat people off the press like you used to.
No, I don't think that's it.
I'm trying to tell you. People, because you can tell when people run plays, they're looking at the outside receiver to run, to like beat the press immediately. So when people blitz, if they get hit because they're trying to time that person beating that press.
But that's not my game, though. That's not what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
You like throwing out routes and comebacks. So when you do those and the timing is off on a press, it ends up, that's how you get sacked because you throw picks because you're trying to beat that timing.
Listen, Coach Carter.
Hey, man, don't get mad at me.
Just worry about them Giants when they come to see you in a couple weeks.
Worry for what? Free wins.
Just worry about them Giants when they come see you. That's all you need to worry about there, Coach Carter. What's your deepest fear, ass nigga?
Look, you know what it is, all right? I've been putting heavy starch all season long.
All right.
Anybody can at any given time.
Okay, I like to see that. But yeah,
the
man.
The only thing that I got to be concerned with is Joe at this point.
Rel's 5-1. Don't sleep.
I don't care about that. It's a free win. I already called it.
Free win. You heard that? You heard it here first. Free win. So, have you subscribed on Twitter and all that to the MNFL page and all that good stuff?
I did.
Good. What you think about the media we're doing this year?
I think Tyke needs to get fired because he's getting sloppy. He went from giving paragraphs to all the game previews, and then he just stopped doing it.
Yeah. I noticed that the last one, he's just making picks. Like, it's a lot of work, though, to sit there and make all these write-ups for these games.
It is. He's not doing a bad job. I understand, like, that's a lot to write.
It's a lot to write, but you don't want to just make picks either, though. If anything, just do, like, the top 10 games or something. If you know, Mike, you're listening to this, you make sure you don't just make picks. You know what I'm saying? Write the whole write-up.
See, I think what he's doing, though, he thinks he's slick. What he's doing is he's trying to light fire by picking certain teams just so it could be a good game rather than just say who he thinks is going to actually win. Mm-hmm. Like, he'll pick himself to lose so he can, like, give himself a little fire, or he'll give somebody else a loss saying that they're going to lose.
But do you get fired picking yourself? Like, there's no motivation picking against yourself.
Hey, man, Randy Moss said he plays what he wants. We know what he meant, but white people didn't know what he meant. So you think other people know that?
I don't know. It's more if somebody else picks against you, but it's more, I don't know, my opinion. But either way,
I mean, I'll play regardless. But if somebody say that somebody can beat me, I mean, I'll take offense to it and try to prove them wrong.
Oh yeah.
So I think that's what he's doing for other people. Like, I mean, he picked Ming to lose every game. You would think that would motivate Ming at least once. You know what I'm saying?
Ming is 2-4.
However, Ming did beat his amount. He's supposed to be 1-16, 1-15. So he's won over the milestone. You know.
Chargers is 1-6. My man Proto, I didn't even realize before I played him a couple weeks ago, in Madden a couple weeks, not a couple weeks from real life, but and I looked after our game. He was like, "Oh, I got a free win. I'm playing the Giants." Like, oh nigga, what? And then after that, he trades me Melvin Gordon. Melvin Gordon been averaging 130, 40 yards a game. He's a beast.
Yeah, I don't know how y'all getting these trades, because I be trying to get like the third best player, like the third worst player on the depth chart, and they be trying to get like a first and a third. I don't know how y'all do it.
Nah, I just put it in the chat. I needed a running back. Paulie Perkins wasn't doing it for me. Shane Vereen is nice. I use the way I use him. He's nice. But I just put it in the chat. I got first on the block for a running back, and they hit me up. Because he has running backs out there. And in the way Proto plays, he's going to build somebody. He has a plan. I give him that. But
well, he runs backward with his running back. And so, like, when he does that, I mean, he's not really going to do nothing.
right.
And plus, he likes to throw the ball deep a lot. He can't do that with Phillip Rivers. So
I don't see why not, though. Phillip Rivers is nice.
But his arm strength is like an 84 or something like that.
Oh, nah. His arm strength is 89. That's not terrible.
Like Marcus Mariota, so that ball floats.
Yeah.
So with that being said, like, he can only do so much. So then he got Josh Dobbs, but once again, that's a young QB with bad accuracy. So he's basically gonna get mad about that.
Mm-hmm. What you think about the NFL in real life? You know, with all the protesting and everything that's going on and the Kaepernick situation. Do you have an opinion on that?
It's trash. They wanted to wait until they kicked the man out the league to start protesting, and the protest is now completely whitewashed.
Like the
not
message
even
is,
about
yeah,
what Kaepernick's talking about.
Exactly.
They're going against Trump. They're not going against rights for black people or unarmed people getting killed.
The injustice in America, yeah, absolutely, they're not. I know we have a lot of listeners, or we have a few listeners that don't even play in the league, because we do post this on our social media account, and we do have some followers that pay attention. So, it is about Madden with us, but we also talk about a lot of other things in our chat, and I mean, we're all men. But I was looking at that the other day, and I'm, I hear a lot of different opinions on it, and like you said, it's just getting washed out with Kaepernick, the injustice of people in America that are of color, and it's crazy. It's crazy.
Like the whole thing with Las Vegas, like
that was nuts.
You can see articles right now, and they're talking about the bravery of the law enforcement in Las Vegas, and they try to throw in thugs are still protesting against law enforcement and taking flags. The deal had nothing to do with the law enforcement being brave. It's about them shooting unarmed black people. That's it. Like, everything is being focused on everything rather than the issue on why they're kneeling. Nobody wants to talk about that serious subject, and I think it's trash.
Are you still watching football, or did you protest?
I watch Monday Night Football. I watch college football. I definitely watch the protest just to see who's doing what, so I can see who contradicted themselves, like Ray Lewis and all these other people that saying they could never kneel for the flag and it means this much and that much. But as soon as Trump calls you a son of a bitch, all of a sudden you can't wait to protest. LaShawn McCoy was another one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all these people didn't want to do this when Kaepernick was doing it for black people, but you want to do it because a white man called you a son of a bitch. Like, and that goes to show that that's what a lot of black people do. Nobody really does anything until it hits home, until it actually affects you. Like, you see people watch people get beat up all the time, but then if something happens to their family member, then that's when they'll do something. When it happens to them, then they'll do something.
Very true. Very true.
When we get out that mindset, I think we'll go forward. But until then, it's going to be the same as usual. So I'm not really surprised.
Indeed. All right. Well, getting back to the game, give me your record at the end of the season. You going undefeated? You losing the game? What do you think? You printing the shirts or what?
Do I want to print shirts? Nah, because you said printing the shirts, so you probably jinxed that. So let's see, what am I go with? I give myself maybe 2 losses, pending injury, seeing if I get anyone injured. Right now, my team is healthy.
Uh-huh.
So as long as my team's healthy, I'll say I'm going undefeated until I get an injury. Then I'll say maybe 2 losses.
Okay. So 2 losses. Y'all heard it here first. D Nice. 2 losses.
Everybody who's playing me, I'm laying the murder game down. Clink, clink, heavy start defense, run game on lock. Samaje Perine, Rookie of the Year. I'm out here.
Okay.
Whoever want it, add me in the chat.
Boy, it's still early, Pimpin', but that game next week, I need a Twitch. I need to Twitch on the rail game too. Whenever y'all get that game figured out, I need to see that.
I always Twitch. It's no problem, man.
No, I know you do. You're one of the people that do Twitch a lot, every game pretty much. Have you noticed in the game so far, like the reason I stopped Twitching as much, because have you noticed the lag?
Yeah, the lag happens when you first start the Twitch. Like once you take the snap off, it'll last like the first 7-8 seconds, and after that it's pretty much cool. But Mixer is better than Twitch because it's live feed. It's like as soon as it happens, the other person sees it.
Wouldn't that take away the bandwidth? Like being a live feed, at least with a delay, it has time to process more. But what about the live feed? Wouldn't that? I don't know what it is, but I've never had lag issues.
Mixer is better than me since I switched my internet. Because you get it's a 1 play delay on Twitch, but on Mixer it's right there. As soon as it happens, they see it. Mm-hmm. So it's they watching it right there with you, like they right next to you.
I might have to try Mixer. I just don't know what it is. It seems like every game I play and I put it on Twitch, there is a lag, and it seems like the gameplay is a lot slower. So we'll see. I'll try Mixer, but I don't know if that's an EA. Something's wrong with EA, but I need to hurry up and put a patch out because there's some things in this game that's broke. But we're gonna wrap this podcast up. I know you got school, my brother. I do appreciate you joining me today on the show, co-hosting with me. D Nice, y'all. Coach and owner of the Washington Redskins. They garbage.
Oh, that's my soul.
But I appreciate it, my boy. Good luck. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thanks for joining me, man.
All right, no problem, man.
All right, brother. I'll talk to you later.
All right,
peace. Wow. Good interview. Good dude. Good gamer. Has a lot to say. Y'all better take notes. Because he's backing up that preseason pick. And that goes for everybody. That goes for me too. But he ain't played me yet. But we still struggling. But you know what? It's good to have people like that who get their games. And another thing, fellas, it's too early to have scheduling issues. Some of the issues we have is because some of you guys just are left field with it. Now, there's nothing more important than providing for yourself as far as work and everything else you got going on. We all get that. But it is way too early for some of y'all to be getting autos or going to MIA. And then the message says red. That is not going to happen this year. And it makes me worry because a lot of y'all are destroying these teams. But then you go MIA when it's game time. You know, what are you doing for if we have to kick you out because you can't seem to communicate, then we have to turn around and do what? Give a guy a team that you destroyed because you just don't know how to trade? It's my opinion. I'm just talking out loud. But it's frustrating. Some of y'all focus on trading and who got the latest trades or who can be involved in these conversations before y'all focus on even learning how to play the game. It makes me nervous when I see a team that barely has any wins making trades. Now, I know some of us make trades and that's just what we do. Shout out to my man HG. But HG's been here. But to look at some of these cats and see all these trades and all this stuff that's going on, and they losing. Just makes me nervous. I want to take a look at it and like, oh man. But so far though, we have a very good league. Everybody's putting a lot of work in. Shout out to the commission office. Shout out to the users. I appreciate everybody. We appreciate everybody. But let's make sure, one, we're being respectful to our opponents. Seems like we mention that every podcast. Show respect. If you got time, if you know you scheduled a time with someone, try to honor that time. Unless something comes up in your family where you can't be there, just communicate. We all men. I haven't seen anybody trip out because you had to handle some business with family. But when you just go MIA and nobody knows where you are, that's an issue in itself. All right? So, all right. Appreciate you guys tuning in today. Episode 6 of the MNFL Podcast. It's about to be a wrap. Make sure you guys follow us on Twitter. Subscribe to the MNFL Sports 1 channel on YouTube, where this podcast will be uploaded. We're going to take some time out. We're going to play some highlights. Shout out to Marvin for the highlights that he does, the time that he puts in for the league. Shout out to MDC. Shout out to Tayo. Shout out to myself. Shout out to the members. Again, we appreciate all you guys getting your games in and following the rules. And as far as, again, I did warn everybody in the chat, read the rules. We didn't just write these rules because it looks good. You know, and with anything, you got to have rules. So make sure you're following the rules and let's just have a good season. Again, thanks for tuning in. Episode 6 is a wrap. See you next Tuesday for episode 7. We rolling. We here. I holla. Okay, we got the top 10 MNFL plays. Let's go. Let's get it. Coming in at number 1. Oh shit, 10, my bad. Seahawks 28, Green Bay 21. Tyler Lockett receives the kick return. He takes it to the outside. Oh, he's going. This is going to the house. Cuts out, cuts in. Okay. Touchdown, Tyler Lockett. Good run back. Brought to you by Coach Kevin. Let's go to number 2. Number 9. I keep going backwards. My bad. Okay. Takes the pass. Interception. Oh. He's taking this to the house. Taking this to the house. Oh, he's gone. He's not gonna catch him. He ain't gonna. Number 8. Tyrod Taylor takes the handoff. He rolls out left. Oh, he looks deep. Goes back across his body. Interception. Oh, stumble. Alfred going to the house. Pick 6, baby. That's been the story. Again, throw back across your body, baby. Number 7. Okay. Russell Wilson. Okay, on the outside handoff. Oh, he paid Thomas Rawls. Oh, stiff hand. Hold that. Oh, he's going. Stiff hand, Clinton Dix. Clinton. Good run, Coach Kevin. Number 6. Okay, we got Cleveland. Screen pass. Oh, interception off the screen. Oh, Oh, Kirksey, he's going to the house. He's running out of gas. He's 10. Oh, he made it though. Dives in the end zone. Number 5. Let's get it. Got Ty on the Bears. Handoff. Power. Oh. The juke move. Oh, Tyreek Cohen. Oh, cuts out, cuts in. Touchdown. Number 4. Okay. Toss right to Holmes. Spins. Breaks his ankle. Richard Sherman can't catch him. Oh. He's to the house. Good run. Well. Coach well. Number 3. Coach D. Bev. Oh, Matt Ryan. Matty Ice throws it deep into 7 guys. Julio. Don't get Julio. He's going to the house. I don't know if I would have threw that one, but he completed it. Good stuff, Bev. Number 2. Oh, the punt. LA Chargers, Denver Broncos. Oh, he takes it to the left. Oh, he breaks out 2 guys. Oh, this is to the house. How did you break contain on that one? Uh-oh. Sauce is all the way to the end zone. Good run. Number 1 highlight. Brought to you by the Bears and the Steelers. Oh, interception. Big Ben throws it deep. Still sit. Look at Tayo with the juke. Oh, he brings it back. Darryl Green style. Took it back on him. Touchdown. Good highlights. Good highlights.